As we approach spring 2025, let's explore the timeless rules of classic style that will keep you looking chic and fashionable regardless of your age. Today we are focusing on the principles that help women of any age create a wardrobe that exudes sophistication and refinement. So let's get started. Rule number 1, stick to timeless and classic wardrobe pieces. First, let's talk about the pieces that form the basics of a timeless and classic wardrobe. Think about what fashion icons like Jackie Kennedy or Audrey Hepburn or Princess Diana would wear, even Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. They may seem bland to some people, but they have stood the test of time. Things like a classic button-down shirt, a blazer, loafers, a trench coat, a lady coat. These are things that never go out of style and can almost be seamlessly mixed and matched to create outfits. And I kind of roll my eyes when I watch other videos and they say, invest in quality pieces. You don't have to spend a lot of money. In fact, my trench coat's from Amazon and it cost about $50. Would I love to have that Burberry $2,500 trench coat? You betcha. Am I paying for it? No way. No, the trench coat over there is from Amazon and it's $50 and it is every bit the quality of that. Well, maybe not the Burberry. It's acceptable quality. I wouldn't say it's Burberry quality, but it is acceptable quality. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on your wardrobe basics in order to have classic style. But do invest in timeless classic pieces that form the basis or the foundation of your wardrobe. You don't have to spend a lot of money though. Rule number 2. Opt for clean lines and simple silhouettes. Nothing with a lot of ruffles, with a lot of frills, a lot of buttons, a lot of pleats. It may seem very bland and very vanilla, but that keeps the pieces from going out of style quickly. When they don't have all of those details and all of those frills, they stand the test of time. A classic lady coat, a basic sheath dress. They can make a powerful statement without all the bells and whistles of a trendy piece. Clean lines and simple silhouettes will ensure that you looked polished and refined. Rule number 3, choose a neutral color palette. This is the second most item that I get the most pushback from women on. We're going to get the next item we talk about is the first one that I get the most pushback on. But when women actually do this with their wardrobes, they find it incredibly transformative. Because when you go with a neutral color palette, it's much easier to mix and match items within your closet. And there's something just inherently chic about neutral colors. But now you have to determine whether you are a cool neutral or a warm neutral. So here's an easy test. Start by turning your wrist over to the underside, your veins here. If you see green and yellow, then you're likely a warm neutral. But if you see blue and purple, then you're a cool neutral. If you see both, then you are a combination of warm and cool neutral, and you can wear both warm and cool neutrals. If you are not sure what your colors are, you might need to consult a wardrobe stylist. I'm not a big fan of that seasonal color analysis. It seems very dated to me. It's something that was popular in the 1980s. It's up to you if you want to do that, but if you're not certain, consult a personal stylist about it. So warm neutrals are colors like, I'm a warm neutral, so it's colors like taupe, brown, ivory, beige, browns, things of that nature. If you're a cool neutral, it's grays, oysters, blue, black, things like that. Overall, neutrals make you look more chic, elegant, and refined. Rule number 4 of classic style, ditch the prints. This is the one where I get the most pushback from midlife women, and yet it is the most transformative when women actually get rid of prints. And here's why. We've talked about this before, but we're going to go through it again in this video right here. one more time. Prints age the wearer. I know I'm going to get a ton of comments about this, but it's true. Prints look lovely on younger women, but as we get older, and I'm 50, about to turn 51, they just make us look older than we already are. And I'm going to throw up some photos here of when I used to wear prints. And when I took a step back and looked at photos of me wearing these prints, I realized that they were making me look older than what I already was. And when I removed them from my wardrobe, the overall effect was that I looked more elegant, more sophisticated, and more refined without looking older. Another problem with prints is that they change quickly with the trends. Any interior designer will tell you that they can walk into a home and tell you immediately when the home was decorated just by the prints on the fabric and on the wallpaper. The same is true for prints in fashion. They come and go quickly with the trends. It's sort of money wasted when you buy a print because it's gone, it's out of style within a year or two. A third reason that we want to remove prints from our wardrobe is that they're just harder to style. It's much easier to style solid colors, where prints you might be able to style them with one or two items in your closet. Solid colors are much easier to mix and match. So there you have it. That is why we remove prints from our wardrobe. There is no place for it in classic style anywhere. Prints can be fun, yes, I agree. And if you would like to use them sparingly, and yes, leopard is a print. If you would like to use prints sparingly in your wardrobe, feel free to do so, but they are not part of classic style. There you have it. Rule number 5 of classic style: minimize jewelry and accessories. Less is more when it comes to accessories, and that includes jewelry. With classic style, there is no statement jewelry. There is no oversized necklaces or earrings, none of that. Perhaps the only statement piece you might see are some oversized sunglasses, some big Jackie O sunglasses, but that's really it. Opt for minimal, delicate, and understated jewelry. We are not layering on jewelry when it comes to classic style, ever. Choose sleek handbags that complement your outfits. This is the one area, though, when it comes to handbags, that you can add a hint of color to add some fun to your outfit. I don't like that term pop of color. You can add a burst of color to your outfit for some fun, but do it sparingly. This is where you could also sparingly add leopard to your outfit, whether it is in a pair of ballet flats or in a leopard clutch, but I wouldn't go any further than that. By minimizing jewelry and accessories, it allows you and your personal style and your beauty to be the star of the show, not your accessories, not your jewelry, not your oversized earrings. Your beauty and your style should always be the star of the show. So if you are finding these tips to be helpful, this is a good time to hit the subscribe. I think the subscribe button's over here. Hit the subscribe button and the like button and the bell so that you get notified. Speaking of notifications, we are doing a little shift here at the Midlife Posh Closet so that we are focusing on shopping our own closet, and I have a full calendar of videos planned for the next 2 months, and I'm planning about 3 videos a week. You don't want to miss anything because we are going to shop your closet first before you buy anything new. Lots of style tips and tricks. So I have an email that goes out every time I post a new YouTube video so that you don't miss anything. There's a sign up link in the description below. Also, on Saturdays, I send out a newsletter that has a healthy recipe and also a weight loss tip, because I have lost to date, as of the date of filming, 27 pounds. And the tips and tricks that I have learned along the way, I share with you. So I send out one of those tips every week in the newsletter. And then also, if there are any good sales going on that week, I send those out as well, because who doesn't like saving money? Especially because we are focused on shopping our closet first. You are going to find areas where you need to supplement your wardrobe. So there is actually, at the date that I'm filming this, there is a really good sale on one really good wardrobe piece. Hold on, I'm just going to show you. Hold on. I'm just going to give this as an example here. If you need a quality button-up shirt that is no iron, this is just an example. The week that I'm filming this, this is 40% off. So it's a sale that you don't want to miss, and I'm going to send that out in my newsletter this week. So if you sign up using that link in the description below, you'll get a notification of that sale. You'll also get a link to that item, and it's something you don't want to miss. So you'll get notified when I post a new YouTube video. You'll get a healthy recipe every week. You'll get a weight loss tip, and you'll get notified every week of the sales, steals, and deals so that you save money, and it's completely free. So you can sign up in the description below. Turning to rule number 6 of classic style: avoid trends and fads. I say this with a caveat. In general, avoid trends and fads because they change rapidly and it's just money down the drain. If you stick with classic style, those pieces stand the test of time. The items that Jackie Kennedy was wearing in the 60s are still alive and well today. We're still wearing the Breton stripe sweater that she was wearing back then. We're still wearing the cropped khakis that she was wearing on the beach in the 60s. We're still wearing the cropped pants that Audrey Hepburn was wearing and the turtleneck that she was wearing in the 60s as well. Those are classic style pieces that stand the test of time. With that caveat, it's fun to sprinkle in some trends into your wardrobe every season just to have some fun and to liven some things up. So in general, we do not chase trends around here. We don't run on the fashion hamster wheel, but I will share with you this spring some of the fashion trends that I think we can incorporate safely without looking ridiculous. One of those ridiculous trends this year is jeans underneath a dress. No lie, I saw it on TikTok over and over again and I couldn't believe I was watching it. Yes, that is one of the trends this year, is jeans under a dress. We won't be incorporating that trend, no. But I will share with you soon some of the trends that I do think we can incorporate into our spring fashion just to make it a little bit of fun. But in general, we don't run on that fashion hamster wheel chasing trend after trend. In general, we stick to timeless and classic style. Rule number 7 of classic style: fight the frump and avoid the slouch. Avoid clothing that is frumpy and slouchy. Stand up straight, work on your posture, get rid of those slouchy bags, those frumpy tunics. Go through your existing wardrobe with a fight the frump mindset and just get rid of anything that looks frumpy to you. We'll talk more about that in the future, but fight the frump and avoid the slouch. Those are things we'll talk about soon. Rule number 8 of classic style: know what works best on your body type. If wide leg trousers don't look good on your body type, don't wear them. If tucking your shirt doesn't look right on your body, don't do it. Nobody's requiring you to do it. But if it doesn't look right on you, that doesn't mean it's not going to look right on somebody else. Keep that in mind. If you're uncertain, everybody has a pair or a style of pants that looks flattering on them. If you're uncertain as to what that is for your body type, I'm going to link to a chart below. I cannot include it because of copyright in the video, but I'll link to a chart below about body types and what works best. If you're uncertain, this might be an area where you need to work with a personal stylist about what works best for your body. On that note here, let's talk about the difference between fashion creators and fashion stylists. I am a fashion creator. I post outfits and outfit ideas that I think look wonderful, but a fashion stylist helps you solve fashion conundrums specific to you. So I post outfits and fashion in general. A fashion stylist works with you personally to help you solve your fashion dilemmas. So that's just a helpful thing to know. Sometimes people will ask fashion creators a specific fashion dilemma, conundrum question in general, but that's really best posed to a fashion stylist. Rule number 9 of classic style is keep it simple. Whenever you are putting an outfit together, simplicity is key. Avoid overcomplicating an outfit. If it feels like it's overcomplicated, just take it off. If anything feels complicated about the outfit, remove one item. Remember that there are 5 basic elements of any outfit, so keep it to those 5 basic elements. 1 a top, 2 a bottom, 3 a layer, 4 shoes, and 5 accessories. Keep it to those 5. When you start going with hats, boots, sunglasses, and gloves, then you've overcomplicated the outfit and you're trying too hard. We're going to talk about that soon too, so hang tight. And the number 10 rule, which actually is the number 1 rule of classic style, is that you should always be the star of the show, not your outfit. I've heard it said that the outfit should never enter the room before the woman. Let that sink in for a minute. What that means is that people should notice you before they notice your outfit. In other words, ideally, the woman in the outfit should be in balance. If people notice your outfit before they notice you, then you're not in balance. Your clothing should complement you, not overshadow you. Again, let that sink in for a minute. Okay, so now that we have all 10 rules of classic style, you have a homework assignment. I want you to go through your existing wardrobe without buying anything new and identify the items that you think are classic style in your existing wardrobe. So, button-down shirts, trench coats, coats, blazers, lady coats, t-shirts, jeans, loafers, handbags, scarves, accessories, anything that if you think Jackie Kennedy would wear it, if you think Audrey Hepburn would wear it, that's classic style. So that's your guide right there. Would Jackie wear that? Would Audrey wear that? That's your guide. So I want you to go through your wardrobe as it is right now, take inventory, and then you will kind of have an idea about where you need to supplement as we go forward with these videos. If you need to reset your closet for spring, I'm going to link to that video. I think it'll come up right here on the screen, but it might be right here. So it's going to be one of the 2 right here. But I do have a video on how to reset your closet for spring, and it will help guide you as we get further into these Shop Your Closet videos. If you take one thing away from this video today, I want you to remember that classic style is about timeless elegance and personal expression. By following these 10 rules, you will create a wardrobe that is timeless, classic, elegant, and refined. Until we meet again, my friends.